गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। आज का हमारा टॉपिक है नेशनल लीगल सर्विस अथॉरिटी। हमने हमारे प्रीवियस लेक्चर में डिस्कस किया था कि लीगल सर्विस अथॉरिटीज़ एक्ट 1987 क्यों इनेक्ट हुआ था, ताकि नेशनल, स्टेट और डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पर लीगल सर्विस अथॉरिटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूट की जा सके फॉर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग लीगल एड स्कीम्स एंड प्रोग्राम, और थ्रू आउट द कंट्री यूनिफॉर्म लीगल एड पैटर्न फॉलो किया जा सके। तो आज के लेक्चर में हम नेशनल लीगल सर्विस अथॉरिटी के कंपोजिशन, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन और फंक्शंस के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे। तो हम पहले भी पढ़ चुके हैं कि नेशनल लीगल सर्विस अथॉरिटी एक्ट 1987 में अपेक्स सुप्रीम बॉडी है और विच प्रोवाइड्स फॉर फ्री लीगल aid to poor and weaker section of the society. Section 3 of Legal Service Authority Act provides that central government shall constitute a body which shall be called as National Legal Service Authority, and this body shall perform such functions and exercise such powers as conferred to central authority under this act. Secondly, this body shall be composed of, first है patron in chief who shall be Chief Justice of India, executive chairman who shall be serving or retired judge of Supreme Court of India who shall be nominated by President of India in consultation with Chief Justice of India. Next, other members who shall be appointed by central government and their qualification and experience shall be prescribed by central government. There shall be member secretary of the central authority who shall be appointed by central government. Term of office or other condition of members or member secretary of central authority shall be prescribed by the central government in consultation with Chief Justice of India. Next, salary and allowances of the members of central authority shall be prescribed by the central government in consultation with Chief Justice of India. Next, administrative expenses of central authority shall be defrayed out of the consolidated fund of India. That means shall be provided from the consolidated fund of India. Now, under section 3A of this act, Supreme Court Legal Service Committee shall be appointed by central authority, and which shall be composed of chairman who shall be sitting judge of Supreme Court. Next, such member or other members who shall be appointed by central government and they shall possess such qualifications and experience which may be prescribed by central government. Next, there will be a secretary to the committee which shall be appointed by Chief Justice of India. Next, this committee shall composed of member of officers or other employees which shall be appointed by central government. Under section 4 of this act, functions of the National Legal Service Authority, that is central authority, has been provided. So, function of central authority is, first is laying down the policies and principle for free legal service. Secondly, framing most effective and economical scheme for making free legal services. Third, utilize the funds at its disposal and make appropriate allocation of funds to the state authorities and district authorities, taking necessary steps by way of social justice litigation, especially with regard to consumer protection, environmental protection or any other matter of special concern to the weaker section of the society, and for the same purpose giving training to social workers in legal skill. So we can say providing legal training to the social workers. organizing legal aid camps in rural areas, slums or labor colonies for the purpose of educating the weaker section of the society as to their rights, as well as encouraging them to settle their dispute through Lok Adalat. Encourage the settlement of disputes by way of negotiation, arbitration and conciliation. And these three we have discussed in detail in our previous lecture of alternative dispute resolution. Next is promote research in field of legal service with reference to need for such services among the poor. Take necessary steps for purpose of ensuring the commitment towards fundamental duties of citizen under Part 4A of the Constitution. Next is monitor and evaluate implementation of the legal aid programs at periodic intervals and provide for independent evaluation of programs and schemes. Providing grants to various voluntary social service institutions at state or district level for implementation of legal service schemes under the provision of this Act. Next, develop in consultation with Bar Council of India programs for clinical legal education and promote guidance and supervise the establishment and working of legal service clinics in universities, law colleges and other institutions. Next is take appropriate measures for spreading legal literacy and awareness among the people. Supporting voluntary social welfare institution working at the grassroots level, particularly among the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, women and rural and urban laborers. Coordinate and monitor the functioning of state authorities, district authorities, Supreme Court Legal Service Committee, High Court Legal Service Committee, Taluk Legal Service Committee and voluntary social service institutions and other legal service organizations and give general direction for proper implementation of legal service programs. While in discharge of its function under this Act, central authority shall coordinate with governmental and non-governmental agencies, universities and other engaged and other institutions engaged in work of promoting the cause of legal service to the poor. That's all for today. Thank you.